I ain't gonna lie, this anime might be one of them ones, y'all. Liar's Game. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Just Rashad, man. And I just finished watching episode 1 of Liar's Game. This is one of the newer anime that just dropped for the spring season. And pretty much this anime right here is definitely one of them animes that has high potential, if done right, to be a great series, man. It's one of those game type animes where, you know what I'm saying, a person's chosen. In this case, this female character named Neo, she receives a strange letter in a suitcase containing 100 million yen, and she learns that she has been selected, and it is a high-stakes psychological battle, lies, deception, and betrayal. So basically what the game is once you receive the money, you compete with another person that also receives the same amount of money as you, 100 million yen, right? And the goal is within the next 30 days, you have to try and take away your opponent's money so that you can double up your money, or vice versa. They try to take your money and they double up their money. But if you don't, I believe if you don't take the money, or the person that gets their money stolen away from, they become 1 million yen in debt, because the whole point of the game is you're supposed to return the money that you receive back, at the end of the 30 days of the time. It's a weird concept, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel, one of my grievances of the anime series so far is that I feel like 30 days is a long ass time, bro, for a game to be played. However, though, it kind of makes sense a little bit because they got a lot of room to work in different characters and plots and stuff like that. But I really like this concept, the Liar's Game, because once you find out who your opponent is, you have to trick them out of their money, bro. And so in this first episode, it was this one young girl, like I said, her name is Neo, and she is a very honest, sweetheart girl. She believes the whole world is sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that, and no one could deceive her or lie to her. And she's just a really nice girl, you know what I'm saying? But as we all know, girls like that, they tend to be taken advantage of. And in this situation, her old teacher ends up being her opponent, and he comes up with this lie saying that the money would be safer in his hands and stuff like that. So he'll put in a safety deposit box at the bank, whatever. And her being as nice as she is, she goes through with it, no really pretty much questions asked. So then once she gives her money to her sensei, she goes back home and stuff, takes a nap or whatever. But then she wakes up and notices that there's a note at her door, right? She receives a letter from the game saying that pretty much giving her a progress update, saying that she is down 100 million yen. And so she pretty much gets a little bit concerned, and she decides to go to her old teacher to confront him. And so as she's walking there and she arrives at the house, she hears that he's on the phone or whatever, bro. And he's basically saying how he tricked her out of her money, and that he don't really care about her and stuff like that. And she just lied so he can be up 100 million yen. And so she becomes distraught, runs home and stuff, starts freaking out because now she's 100 million yen in debt. So then she remembers that one of the police investigators that she went to said that the only way to get a con back is to trick a con by knowing a con or some shit like that. And basically, one of the most famous, well-known cons, he's just getting released from jail. And so she decides to confront him to ask for his help to get, the money back or whatever. At first, he didn't want to do it because, he just got out of jail. He doesn't want to go back to jail because technically, once the money's been stolen, it's in his possession and it's technically his now. So if he tries to steal it back, he can possibly go to jail. So they both go back to confront the teacher. And as soon as he get there, he sits there and try to put on the front saying that, his intentions were good and all that stuff. But then the ex-con, what's his name? Shinichi. I almost said Shinichi Kudo from Lieutenant Colonel Bay. Shinichi Akiyama, the con artist, gets him to tell the truth, bro. And he's been the whole time deceiving her. He doesn't care about anything she has going on and stuff like that. Tells him to go home. Sorry, you just been tricked and deceived. But one thing that he did mention before they left was that the money is in the deposit box at the bank, and the banks aren't open on weekends or something like that. As they're walking away or whatever, the con artist Shinichi Akiyama tells Neo, the girl, that he revealed a weakness in his plot, and that the liar game, you know, it ends in the 30 days, right? But the final day is on a Sunday, so he has to withdraw the money before then, because you know the banks don't close, or the banks are closed on weekends. So he said he's gonna come up with a plan to get the money back for her and stuff, and it just ends like that, bro. But I really find it very, very, very interesting, because you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of scenarios, a lot of different plot twists and stuff I can see in this anime, because bro, you have to lie to pretty much take your opponent's money, you know what I'm saying? Like, who can you trust? It's like it's pretty much a game of trust, bro. And I really find it very interesting, because I'm like, bro, there's a lot of snakes out in this world, bro. So I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this is gonna be really, really, really interesting to see how this game ultimately ends, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the premise go, I feel like this is an anime that you guys should be on the lookout for if you haven't seen it already. Liar's Game, man, highly recommend it. This was the first episode, and yeah, man, I'm very intrigued to see how this anime plays out. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.